Welcome, Panda-Frog here. Today I will pick this EVVA 3 case. Hope it doesn't take too long, and I will explain at the end of the video how this locks work. Some picking tips I can give now, and so in the end I will explain how the lock works exactly, show the ins and out, because then I have gutted it. And at the very end I will have pictures of my tools with some measurements for you guys. Well, basically, when you tension the lock, so you got the wafers in here, and you grab the pins, you can like go up and down like this. And what I find, when you set it, or you can feel like it's a little hard, and then when you set it, you need medium tension. When you set it, you might get some rotation, probably not. Then you will have like little movement. You can do the jiggle test. Little movement, and if you enter false gate, because this lock has false gates, then the movement is very small. All right, but when you're on the right gate, you will have more movement and a really nice jiggle. There are also mastered wafers, and then you will have really big movement, because the mastered are like 3 times the size of a normal movement. All right, basically that's the 3 parts. You have the wafers that move completely.
Du musst dein Apple Music Abo aktualisieren.
Hat die Klappe. Damn Siri. Then you move it completely, then it's not binding. When it's a little hard, it's binding, and you get a little click. Then you are either in the false gate or on a true gate. And if you false gate and you do the jiggle test, it jiggles just a little. Then you need to let off tension, get it out of the false gate into the true gate. And if it jiggles medium, then you're in a true gate. And if it jiggles a lot, then you're in a mastered wafer. Basically, that's all the important stuff. And now I will get this one in the rice and pick it for you. Okay, let's start on the back. Sorry. Go from the back to the front. Trying. Alright, it should be 5. It's set now. Trying to get onto 6, sorry, 6. I'm not sure if that one is set, but we'll get back to it. Going on to 5. That feels set. To the next 5. No, it's not set, but yeah, Need to get back to it then. Going on to 4. 4 field set. Not set. 4 on the left. To 3. Three is good. 3 on the right. Feels good. 2 on the left. Set. One and 2 are good now. So let's go back to the 4, I believe, on the right side. I think we are close now. We got quite some movement in the core. Now I need to check some pins again. Wafers, sorry. Set number 3. Doesn't feel set. Now it feels set. Okay. Checking 3 on the other side. And we're open. Yes! Yes, sir! We are open! Woohoo! That was my first open with all pins. Whee! Shit! Nice! Nice, nice, nice. So, get me everything here in focus. And zoom out so we don't lose this lock out of. Because I now need to gut it for the black belt stuff. And I need to keep it in the frame at all times. Alright, to gut it, I will explain later a little about this lock, but to gut it, it is easier to lock it again, put in the key, and just detect it. There's usually a C-clip, this one right here, but I removed it because it's easier to pin. And then you can just push it out. Hold the fingers on the sidebars. It's the core itself. You can see all the grooves and stuff in here. And you can just take out the, let me grab one of my tweezers. You can just take out the sidebars, springs are in. 1 and 2. Also springs are in. Alright. Now we got a little bar on top. This interacts with the key. It doesn't take any effect for the picking. It just makes so you can pull out the key on the wrong position. Alright, so now we got our wafers in here. So let me check if I'm doing right. Yes, I do. What I do, I just push them out like this and put them down here. I like to use a different pinning tray for this one. No, it's okay. Let's use this one. The contrast is better to see. Alright, so you can just take anything like a pick or stuff and just push them out. So they're not spring loaded, so it's pretty easy. You just need to remember rotation, but I took a picture, so I'm good if I mess it up now. So now let me zoom in without keeping this out. Still keep it in focus because I need to show some stuff. Alright, first, the core is as it should be. I will explain a little later. I just want to get this flashlight here. Let's see, nothing has been done to make it easier to pick. That's the core. Then got the sidebars with the springs in. Oops. It's the key. Now you can see the wafers. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 master wafers, and the rest are standard wafers with false gates as needed for Blackbird. I'm just gonna like get it close. Alright, this should be good for the taking part for the Blackbird. Now I'm gonna zoom out a little and I'm gonna explain how this lock works while I put it back together. Basically, you can see here, you got the sidebars. Here, this is grooves for the sidebars. And you got a groove on top. This is where with this little thingy with this nopsies go. They go in here, and when the key is inserted, they line up like this, and you know, it like blocks when you're rotating the key like this. You cannot pull it out because it's blocked in the ring. All right, and you got these little grooves here. They are actually for the sidebar to be passing. No, it's not. No. Yeah. Anyways, that's how the non-retracting key stub works. All right. Then you got the sidebars. Now I need the core. You got the sidebars. Sits in the core like this. Come on. Like this. And when all wafers are in the correct position, the sidebar can go in and you can rotate. Wrong side, doesn't matter actually. So you can rotate the core. If it's not retracted, it's blocked. Okay, so to reassemble, now let's just show one more thing. We got here a regular wafer with a fault gate. There's a fault gate, and there are the nopsies. And we got the shallow grooves, 2 of them. And the wafers go in, work like this in the groove, and bring the 2 cuts on the inner side to a certain height. We also got one nopsy here. That's for the deeper groove or deeper cut, which brings to a different height. All right, different depth. So you have to pick, and they're always one on the other side and two pins are sticking out on the let's say left 1, right 2, then alternating left 2, 1, and so on. All right. So one other thing, the sidebar has this little bar here, which goes in the key. So if the key is set correctly, this will actually block the key. Come back out. It's another part of that not rotating stuff. This is a nice hint. If this comes sticking out of the core here, like that, you're on a good way on picking it. So now I need my picture to set the bars correctly. Alright, here we go. So we're gonna start in the front, because it's right sidebar off. Just put them in like this, it's fine. Pretty easy lock to assemble. And it's pretty easy lock to like reverse or progressive pin it. So now this side up with this part here, but I did put them on later. Alright, now from my picture I have this one. Don't push the sidebars in, of course, otherwise it will not work. Oh yeah, and these grooves go in with this sidebar and then just release it. So this one needs to be this way. It's actually easier to put it just in by hand than this one like this. Then I got is that correct what I did? Actually, I'm not sure, but hey, we will see. Yeah, it's correct. All good. It works. Alright, so this, let's go down like this. So we're already, I'm sorry, we're already at the third wafer. Let's go in like this. It's always good to have a picture of your pins or wafers in this case. Let's go over to the fourth. And just load them up. You don't need to push in the sidebars, only that the sidebar doesn't spring out. It's actually a pretty easy lock to gut, and if you remember the setting of the wafers. Alright, so I hope I got everything correct now. And we can test that with the key. Sidebar retracts completely. Now you can see the, like here's the key with this little pattern, and I put on the protecting stuff, which doesn't affect anything of the picking. Now when the key is in, you can pretty good see the position of the wafer. See, this is up, this is down, so it's on this side up. Alright, and so up, up, down, 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 very deep down here. Up, 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 down, 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 up. Alright, so, and you see when I press in, it doesn't come out. So I'm going to take this key now out and put in the core like this. Sometimes you need to wiggle it a little. No, I need to, oops, sorry, I need to put in the key. And put it in, let me see, how did I need to put it this way? Yeah, I'm good, all good. So the side, the upper bar, like this one goes in like this, but it won't work the other way anyway. So now you can try it, put on the C-clip, and we're all done. And I will put on the C-clip now, because I'm not planning to take it off again very soon. So I can just put on my C-clip here. The lock still works. And as you can see, you can't pull the key out unless you're in the correct position. What else can I tell you about this lock? I think that's it. Yeah, tools what I have used, I will put in the back of this video, end of the video. I will put the description of my tools I used with measurements. Mainly I used this pick. It was a 20 thousandths of an inch sparrows, and I sent the shaft to like 15,000, because otherwise you will always like unset other pins. And then it was a half diamond, and I just took a file and a Dremel and cut in this little fork. I did the same with a 12,000, but it didn't came out that good. But it still works. It's 12,000 of an inch. And also I took one of those. It's a little stronger, but I didn't need it now. And for tensioning, I just use the tension bar and cut it a little in half. Oh yeah, one more important thing when you tension this lock. Since you have these bars here, make sure to not block the bars, because then you will never pick it. Because then the bars won't come out and you can't open it. And I mean the bars that go in here, because they need to come out when you rotate the core in here. Alright? Well, that's pretty much it. Now there will be some pictures of my tools I used. I'm happy that I finally got it. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.